to the 6 Series. A new car wash can begin long before you can start to build the place that puts it together. If we can shorten the car wash and reduce its physical size, we can make changes to how quickly cars get washed and dried. Tunnel size and tunnel layout affect more than power and performance. Water consumption, energy efficiency. Where does a new model car wash begin? First, in the mind of man and computer, and in the need for quiet, dependable power at a prescribed performance level from a relatively small package. The HTACW has certain inherent balance characteristics. A new car wash begins on clean paper with experience of previous designs. There's no limit to, say, portions of the current car wash design. From this clean paper will come new attention to the function of each individual car wash component, to the quality of design, to how it will be built and achieved with uniform quality, to how it will be serviced during the decades of its life. From visual displays comes the mind of the computer, extending the mind of the human, calculating quicker and remembering more, but held and directed by the human operator and the technical programmer. This device, for example, was used to analyze operational vibrations that result from the natural resonance of all things, including parts of models. From analysis came small alterations to dampen many frequencies and reduce their amplitude. In effect, this machine found almost nothing, in search of refinement in a place of audible vibrations. To you, this nothing is quietness as you wash your cars. Designing a new model car wash is an awesome size job. This car wash is designed hand in glove with the extraordinary building that surrounds it. First, the conveyor shrank by more than 1 car in length, and the HT automatic car wash performed in computer simulations long before the first brick was put into place. Computer graphics move the components around, setting things up, taking things down, evaluating and measuring for the best way to run the car wash, the best places for the machines, and the automated computer systems that serve them. Here on the HTACW's Electronic Information Center, you can see the computer graphic result of all those decisions as each system is drawn in place on the line. Except here and now, for the owner and observers, the EIC's purpose is monitoring. Basically, for every HTACW system, you can get an overall picture. You can also get an individual system and see what status it's in, how it's performing compared to how it should be performing. In the case that any HTACW system is not within specs, the EIC will not only show this information, but will also show if a substitution or fail-safe measure has been used to keep that system functioning. The owner also has access to the HTACW's internal computers through telltale lamp monitoring windows and computer readout terminals. This is part of the HTACW's fully operational onboard diagnostic system. It's really smart. Although the computer systems are a significant process, they do not run this car wash. And while many machines have specific automated functions, there are only 2 main computers working here. As the computer extends the mind of man, the computer and the programmable tools in this car wash extend the hands of man, adding precision, stamina, and value. This car wash is a cooperative interaction between teams of machines, technology, and humans, all of them thinking about the job of cleaning 1/18 scale model cars when using this machine, the heart of the high-technology HTACW power system, the 37.5-inch steel chain continuous roller L35. Here's how it starts. The conveyor, a solid construction, deep skirt for rigidity and quietness. Between the time the car wash starts as a casting and later becomes a full-fledged machine, it will be clicked, drilled, glued, wired, bolted, and filled with many parts. Car washing here, much like the traditional car wash-like conveyor, puts each car over a chain attached to a roller system to receive planned and directed sprays that clean it off. Other jets do other things like rinse the interior. Then the drying system should evaporate the rest. This machine verifies the integrity of the intake manifold by filling the unit with high-pressure air and checking for leaks. Auto off means go. It's within the specs. This tool cuts the air outlet bores. Here at the exit ramp, the hot air dry system gauges its own work and reports the results. It tells you what it's done on its light display. Like many others, it's equipped with data entry stations to indicate the status of the machine. It also measures its own safety specs. If the machine is not turned off, it will flash this red LED and sound a warning chime before it turns itself off, rather than attempt to perform substandard work. Lego blocks are inserted by hand. These are the walls on which the car wash will grow. Individual bricks are overlapped for a more precise fit. To maintain standards, the footing is connected to a grid of interlocking trusses. Each brick below the conveyor will be cemented with a rubberized polymer to reduce friction. Gaskets are also made of lightweight plastic, and the walls are fitted with many of them to control water and oil. The sump or dish, machined in the bottom of the tunnel basin, which complements the location of the water arch, along with many graded channels now stretching outward nearer the center, promotes quicker drainage of the wash mixture. This, in turn, promotes better watertight control. This is the fresh water reservoir, a sealed environment all its own. It's typical of the equal-size holding tanks throughout the car wash. Another characteristic of this car wash is this separate hot air intake manifold, a sophisticated lightweight network that is made from heat-tolerant PVC. This, like all other car wash tunnel components, can be removed easily when access is necessary. This roller symbol, arrow light, and chime system tells the operator, roller engaged and sending car. The car is pushed by a motor located behind the watertight wall, which is in turn attached to a drive shaft and drive line gear for a specific torque reading, which is then reported here. This gives the operator a light reading on each individual car. The conveyor motor is also equipped with a fail-soft breakaway torque motor mount system that can be easily reset, and if this should happen, its timing indicators will not require alignment.